12 scariest leopard encounters of all time. One of the most brutal predators in the world walks in the shadows, a place you will never see it coming from. This clip starts off on an intense note. These villagers have discovered an invader in their midst, a wandering leopard. These people are trying to trap a leopard with a haphazard net and extremely shaky strategies. Unsurprisingly, the plan almost goes fatally wrong for one of them. The leopard shows off its incredible hunting prowess by leaping over the ball and taking a chunk out of the man. What follows next is pure chaos. The leopard is extremely scared with all the commotion around it, and you can understand why. In fact, it is so scared, it makes one terrifying attempt to scale a wall and get to the villagers. This is where the clip ends, so we don't know what happened next. This leopard has been treated quite poorly by its handler on its way back to release. And if there is one thing you should not do, it's piss off a big cat. This leopard has become increasingly aggressive the more the man pokes it with a stick. The moment comes when the cage door is finally opened for the leopard. It takes a moment to consider its options, and then comes to a terrifying decision. The leopard leaps forward and goes straight for the kill. The man fights for his life, trying to keep the vengeful leopard at bay. The man is lucky that the leopard didn't get to his neck. These men are in a panic. They have spotted something that could end their lives with one swipe. They run around, trying to get to a door. One runs inside the truck as the other tries to find an escape. Unfortunately for him, he is destined for a meeting with a leopard. The scared and angry leopard nearly takes the man's leg off. Luckily for him, though, rescuers are on the scene to keep the predator at bay. These dogs are brave, and they seem to be scaring the leopard into a corner. Unfortunately, that's the last thing they should have been doing. That dog is lucky he dodged the pouncing leopard, or else he was dog meat. This man is on a safari when he meets one of the most majestic sights in the African grasslands, a leopard. The leopard is extremely curious and does not seem to be aggressive. It does seem to have taken a keen interest in the man's shoe, though. Perhaps too keen of an interest.
One more. Let's stand still, eh?
Ow.
The leopard takes a swipe at the man's leg, continuing to target the shoe, at one point even biting into it. Eventually, though, the leopard gets bored and leaves the tourist alone. That being said, it most certainly left a mark on the man.
Watch my shoe.
Stop.
He's got my shoe.
That is an experience this man will never forget. These workers in central India were just going about their business repairing a roof when something unexpected sprung out at them. The leopard leaps through a tight crevice like a demon from hell. These men barely saw it coming, and they run for their lives, knowing what will come should they stop. The leopard goes straight for the nearest man, trying to subdue it out of fear. Fortunately for the man, it is not in a hunting mood and takes off running. But there aren't many places to run in a place like this, sending it into a panic. It makes its way extremely close to the person recording. The murderous look in its eyes is nothing short of terrifying. Luckily for the villagers, though, the brave men work quickly to capture the predator. That was what you'd call a close shave. These people were just going about their day. They thought everything was fine until all hell broke loose. The leopard leaps from victim to victim, terrifying all those that come in its path. What can these people do except run in terror? This man becomes an unfortunate victim of the leopard's hunting instincts. He tries to climb over the fence in an attempt to escape, not knowing this predator is one of the best climbers to walk the earth. It continues to maul the man. The more he tries to run, the more he triggers the leopard's predatory prowess. Eventually, he manages to fight it off, with the leopard taking off. Now that is what you call a bad day at work. These people are trying to contain a force of nature. They've trapped a leopard in a futile attempt at a capture. You can see the hordes of men struggling with the predator. It has even sunk its teeth into the closest man's arm. Capturing this big cat is this people's best bet at this point, only it all goes wrong. The leopard makes an incredible escape, powering its way past all of the crowd. The people offer little resistance, parting like the Red Sea before Moses. They know they will need a miracle of their own to contain a beast like this. The leopard continues its rampage, injuring several people throughout the village before it is finally caught by wildlife officials. India truly is a wild place. These wildlife officers have come across an incredibly saddening sight. This leopard is injured. And an injured animal will often fight for its survival, no holds barred. When an officer comes just 1 inch too close, the leopard launches a ferocious attack. The ranger manages to keep the leopard at bay by pushing it away, taking care not to make it more aggressive than needed. The leopard seems to have a broken leg, and you can see how much pain it is in. Eventually, the leopard tries to hobble away from the rangers, although it doesn't get too far, fainting from exhaustion and pain, allowing the officers to finally capture it. Kudos to these rangers for not causing any unnecessary pain to the feline. These tourists seem to be enjoying their close proximity to a leopard out in Kenya. The big cat, for the most part, doesn't seem to pay them much mind.
Puppy!
Yes, it's there.
It even shows them its belly, which is usually a sign that a cat feels unthreatened by you. It continues to play around in the grass, and the tourists look on. But then, things change. There is an immediate shift in the air. The leopard has its ears pressed flat against its skull in an instant. The next instant, it's already charging towards the man recording.
Oh, frick!
Fortunately for this person, there was a fence between predator and prey. What would have happened if there wasn't one? I shudder just thinking about it. This clip certainly is quite interesting. These people from the city of Kalyan have spotted a leopard in one of the buildings and they're trying to investigate. People continue to descend and enter the building by a ladder, but there is a noticeable lack of action and leopard among these faces. Just where has this leopard gone? The camera angle changes to one that is a lot more involved with the search for the leopard. Eventually, we spot the feline in an extremely dangerous place. The leopard is not only inside a building, but these people are also having a nightmare of a time trying to contain it. What can they possibly do against 150 pounds of pure muscle and rage? This is where the clip ends, so we have no idea what happened. This leopard has spotted a boot, and it wants the boot, and its victim, an innocent photographer, is in a very, very vulnerable position. The leopard continues to take swipes at the man's boot, and strangely enough, the photographer doesn't seem the least bit bothered by the predator playing with his feet. The leopard, unsurprisingly, loses interest in the boot soon enough, staring off into the distance.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's wondering where life went wrong for it. I do that too. For this clip, we are taking a trip to a different biome, because this man spotted not one, but 2 snow leopards. There is one hiding just behind the crest on the snow, while one stalks its way towards the man's car slowly. These animals are truly majestic. The snow leopard seems more curious than aggressive and sticks around to check out this person's car. These elusive creatures are some of the rarest out there, and this person is extremely privileged to be seeing them in the flesh. Eventually, the snow prowler decides its survey is complete and departs the scene. That'll be all for this video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you check out some of the other ones that I've made. Thanks for watching.